Hey, I'm Matt Malone with Southwest Michigan's 97.5 Y Country and 98.3 The Coast, and we are getting ready to wrap up our kids' Christmas Carnival celebration as Christmas is coming up very, very soon. But before Christmas gets here, we want to make sure we give you an opportunity to learn about some really great opportunities for you to worship, and that is with our presenting sponsors at St. Joe First United Methodist Church. And great people there, and actually, let's go ahead and let's introduce them because they're here with us as well too. Will is with us, who is also the director of children and youth ministries. Will, how are you?
I'm doing great, Matt. How you doing today?
Man, better than I deserve, as my grandpa says. So definitely good. And then we also have Savannah that's here as well. Savannah is the director of congregational care. And welcome aboard here on our interview today, Savannah.
Thanks. I'm glad to be here.
Good. Well, happy to have you. And with that, Will, just give us a quick overview. What does your role entail? Because it's a lot.
So yeah, at St. Joe First UMC, I oversee everyone from our smallest children all the way up to our college age students, and it's really great being able to see kids grow and develop and really become, go from such young kids to the people that they're meant to become, and it's a beautiful, beautiful position, I think.
That's awesome. Very cool. And again, not at all the same with each age
Oh
group, so it
no,
gives you a little bit of diversity in what you can do, right?
every day is an adventure.
Yeah, that's awesome. Savannah, give us a little insight as to what your role entails.
Yeah, I do a little bit of everything since at a church, pretty much anything can fall under congregational care. But it's a new position, so right now I'm focusing on a lot on elderly care. I get to go and visit people that are in assisted living or might be homebound or living alone. So I get to focus on them and just get to sit and talk with people, which is really cool. And then I just do a little bit of everything. I help with services and all that. So it's really fun, and every day is different.
That is awesome. Sounds fun. And that fun continues as we transition closer and closer to Christmas Day. We also know how Christmas Eve is very special, but for St. Joe First United Methodist Church, really Christmas Eve is a really, really special day. So we'll give us a little insight as to what this service is about.
Yeah, we get so excited about Christmas that we need to start everything a day before everything else. We have our Christmas Eve service. It's a very modern, upbeat service where everything from the music to the message to the visuals that we put in front of you, we try to make everything as exciting and engaging as possible. And I can't help but give this service a glowing endorsement, not only because we have glow sticks involved, but it's just such a fun and upbeat service. And there just so happens to be cookies and cocoa at the end of it.
I was waiting for the some point to bring glow sticks into it because I love it. I think it is so fun, and
Mhm.
puns are one of my favorite things. So that is obviously a great resource. Savannah, was that something that was maybe your idea, or how do you get involved with this service?
This was not my idea. I would love to claim that, but no. I just jumped on board this year at an awesome time during my favorite time of the year, especially. So I just get to help with pretty much anything. I did make the playlist for the cookies and cocoa time, so I'm really proud of that. And I do recording. I get to greet people and just talk with them. And of course, we all get to get together and brainstorm on how we want it to look and all of that. So that's been fun to kind of work backstage.
Awesome. Now, with this, Will, what do we need to know about this service if this is something that we want to attend, looking maybe time wise and
Mhm.
what we should expect?
Yeah, so this service is going to be at 6:45 on December 23rd. If you need to find us, you can either go to our website at stjoefirstumc.org. That's the word first, and get more information on that. But we're located in St. Joe over by Martin's in the Lico building. Just look for the pointy triangle roof, and that's where we are. But again, we'd love to see you again. That's 6:45 on Thursday, the 23rd.
Very cool. Now, that's not the only service y'all have because, again, it's so much fun. You can't just have one. You have a few more, and one actually happens to be on Christmas Eve that is really built around the whole family as well, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we have our Christmas Eve 7 o'clock service. Again, that's 7 o'clock on Christmas Eve, p.m., not a.m. Me at 7 a.m. would not be a great thing, but we're going to be having what we call our traditional family service. We have different people from our congregation involved in singing songs, including some of our students, and it's just it's a great service for the entire family to come and enjoy the Christmas season and hear the Christmas message, and then be able to go home and do their family festivities in the evening as well.
So with this, is this service something where you will be on stage? Will you be singing and leading parts of it as well, or are you getting to enjoy that?
Oh, what is my role of this? I might be. We talked about this literally today. Um, I think for the 7 o'clock, I'm going to be more behind the scenes. I might be helping record
Mm.
the service. That's another thing that's really cool is all of our services, both for Christmas and year round, we upload to YouTube almost immediately after the services. So if you can't join us in person, there is that option for you as well.
Very cool. And with that, not the only one that's happening that particular evening, right? There's one that's going on a little bit later. Savannah, can you give us more information on that?
Yes, I would love to. This is my favorite service for Christmas Eve. We have a service that starts at 11 p.m., which I know for a lot of people can be very late, but the Christmas joy and spirit will definitely keep you awake. This is an awesome, awesome service because we just get to come together and sing all of these Christmas carols and hear a great word about Jesus and what he does for us and what he did by coming. But the best part of all of it is that we literally go into Christmas Day worshiping and singing Christmas carols. So by the time you walk out, it's Christmas Day, and it's just like so magical and cool, and really, really fun. And it just makes it that much more special.
Very awesome. Now, we mentioned the cocoa and cookies for the Christmas Eve service. Do we get that through the rest of these services? Is there anything extra bonus that we should know about with them?
I mean, we're probably going to have some cookies left over from the Eve celebration, so those will probably be out for people. And I think we can at least have some decaf coffee because we don't want people up all night long
Yeah.
if they come to our 11 o'clock service. But one thing that I want to hit on just real quick on the 11 o'clock service, it's my favorite part of all of our Christmas services, is at one point we darken the entire room, we sing Silent Night, and we start from the Christ candle on our Advent wreath, and we literally will pass a flame of candles throughout the entire sanctuary. And the theme of our Christmas services are Eve is joy, unspeakable joy, and Christmas Eve is Emmanuel, God with us. And I just love this image of this little light spreading throughout this entire dark room and illuminating everything.
Mm.
So
That's awesome. I've been, inside. I've seen, and I can only imagine the beautiful view that is for everybody around. That is so awesome. Now, obviously, hearing these things, great places to go, or great worship service opportunities. Each one that we've talked about, but we also said that all year round, it's a great place to go, a great place to worship. And you mentioned having the services uploaded to YouTube. I watched a few of those as well, and the music on there, the vibe, we'll just say the tempo of everything is very upbeat and forward moving. So tell us a little bit more about maybe some other people that are helping to make that possible for your services that happen every week.
yeah. Savannah, I'll take the 9 o'clock if you want to take the 11 o'clock after this, but we have
Yeah.
a team of people that are working to try to give the best worship experience for everyone, and we try to have something for everyone. I'm going to talk about our 9 o'clock service where people like Dan Colthorpe, who's our senior pastor, and Jim Krause, who's our director of music ministries, um, they work together to put a really nice traditional service for those that really enjoy the traditional hymns and reading of liturgy and all of that. Um, and there's just something about I joke sometimes that I can recite exactly what the service outline is going to be because it's the same, but there's something beautiful about that traditional aspect. But we also know, and this is where I choose to worship myself when I get to worship, is we have our 11 o'clock modern service, and I want to let Savannah share a little bit about that.
Yeah. So we also have, like Will said, a modern worship at 11, just because some people prefer that. People like myself, I grew up in a very traditional church, which I love, and I have a heart for it still, which is great that I work here because I get both. But we also have a modern service, or we used to call it casual, and it very much has like the feeling of just come as you are. I don't care what you wear. I don't care necessarily where you came from, what you look like, anything. And so it's a very welcoming service. And instead of hymns, we sing more contemporary music and upbeat music that you would hear like on the radio. And we have a worship band that does awesome every single Sunday to lead us in worship. And then we also hear the service from Dan as well, but he changes into more casual clothing to kind of give off that vibe. And we also kind of just like change the lighting sometimes. We like to change it up with this service so it's more intimate and just a different atmosphere that is very much like personal with you and the Lord, at least what I feel like. And so I really like that service. But again, you can get a little bit of both worlds, which is awesome.
Very cool. Great place to go. Great people. Obviously, you've had the opportunity to hear a little bit about the conversation with Will, with Savannah, and now you have the opportunity to not only worship there, but you also have the opportunity to stop by real quick and pick up those awesome craft kits, those free craft kit bags that are available and St. Joe First United Methodist Church. Will, what's your location? What is the actual address if somebody doesn't know how to use Google Maps?
Yeah, so our address is 2950 Lakeview Avenue in St. Joseph. Again, if you're over by the Martins and the Lico building, just look for the pointy triangle roof and you have found us. Or if you're circling the parking lot and there's a giant bell there, again, you're at the right place.
Very cool. Anything else that you want to add in here, Savannah?
I think I just want to add that all of us on staff in our congregation, they just so obviously love people, and we are just so excited to like see everyone at all of our services. It doesn't matter who it is, where you come from. Again, we're just so excited about people. That's something that I've noticed as a new staff member, is that they just love and give so generously. And so we want you here, and we're excited to see you here, and just celebrate the birth of our Savior together.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, great words there. Will, anything else that you want to say to wrap things up?
Just want to say on behalf of everybody here at St. Joe First UMC, whether you choose to worship with us this holiday or not, we just want to say have a very Merry Christmas. And I always encourage people, the word Christ in Christmas comes first, so try to keep him at the forefront of your holiday celebrations.
Oh, excellent words there. Words of wisdom from Will, our Director of Children and Youth Ministries, and Savannah, Director of the Congregational Care. Thank you both for joining us today, and make sure that you visit them online too. Get a little preview of their services, sjfirstumc.org. That is the word first, FIRST. If you didn't know how to spell first, we got you right there covered.
Yeah.